A very good evening to one and all present here. I'm NITI.
And I'm Ayush, student organizers of graVITa's 25.
As we gather here today, we stand at the closing moments of a spectacular journey, the 16th edition of our Techno Management Fest, graVITa's 25. Over the past 3 days, we have witnessed innovation, creativity, and collaboration at its finest. This year's theme, Sustainable Tomorrow, Shaped Today, truly reflected VIT's vision of progress that blends innovation with responsibility.
To take this valedictory function forward, I now invite Jitul Saji Jacob, student organizer, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, Ayush. Great events are remembered not just for what was achieved, but for how they inspire us to move forward. A very good evening to everyone present here. I am Jitul Saji Jacob, one of the student organizers of graVITa's 25. It is truly an honor and a privilege to welcome you all to the valedictory function of graVITa's 25, the 16th edition of VIT's annual International Techno Management Fest. Over the past 3 days, we have seen creativity, innovation, and teamwork come alive in ways that were both inspiring and thought-provoking. At the very outset, I have the distinct privilege of welcoming our chief guest, Shri Sharath Kumar Bache Gowda, Honorable Member of Legislative Assembly, Hoskote, and the Chairman of Karnataka State Electronics Development Corporation Limited. Sir, your leadership in advancing technology and fostering innovation serves as a true inspiration for young engineers and aspiring leaders. We are deeply honored to have you with us this evening. It is also my proud privilege to welcome our beloved founder and Chancellor, Dr. G. Viswanathan, whose vision has shaped VIT into a global hub of excellence and innovation. Sir, your unwavering dedication to education and your guidance continue to inspire all of us to dream bigger, aim higher, and make a meaningful impact on society. We welcome you, sir. We are equally honored to have our guest of honor, Dr. Shashank Shah, Director and Senior Specialist at NITI Aayog, Government of India. Sir, your contributions to public policy, governance, and sustainable development perfectly reflect this year's theme, Sustainable Tomorrow, Shaped Today. Your presence enriches this ceremony, and we are grateful for your insights and guidance. Along with them, it gives me great pleasure to welcome our esteemed dignitaries, Mr. Shankar Viswanathan, Vice President, Dr. Shekhar Viswanathan, Vice President, Dr. Sandhya Pendareddy, Executive Director, Dr. V.S. Kanchana Bhaskaran, Vice Chancellor, Dr. Parthasarathi Malik, Pro Vice Chancellor, and Dr. T. Jayabharati, Registrar. I would also like to extend a warm welcome to our respected faculty members, sponsors, industry partners, participants, my fellow student organizers, and media personals. Your hard work, enthusiasm, and dedication have been the heartbeat of graVITa's 25. And without you, none of this would have been possible. On behalf of VIT and the organizing committee, I once again extend my warmest welcome to each one of you. Let us take the energy, inspiration, and learnings from this fest and carry them forward. Let this valedictory not be an end, but the beginning of a journey toward a brighter, sustainable, and more innovative tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Jitul, for the warm words of welcome.
Moving forward with the ceremony, it is now time to take a look back at the incredible journey of the past 3 days. I now take the privilege of inviting our convener of graVITa's 25, Dr. Sharmila N., to kindly come forward and present the official report of graVITa's.
Thank you, team. The 16th edition of graVITa's has offered ample opportunities to its entrants to unleash their genius. It's been a gathering where technology and management enthusiasts came together to explain, explore, learn, and push the boundaries of their knowledge and skills. This year's theme was Sustainable Tomorrow, Shaped Today. It enabled us to bring out innovations to provide sustainable solutions for better tomorrow. We achieved TRL level 4 in few of the competitions and hackathons. This year we have had 207 events, of which 60 events were conducted as pre-graVITa's events from the 10th day of this September to 25th, covering 12 premium events which also included the workshop cum rocket launching event called the Aerovate. Day 1 started with inaugural ceremony graced by the presence of His Excellency Majid Ali Al Mansouri, Secretary General of Emirates Falconers Club, Member of Executive Council and Chairman of Municipality Affairs Abu Dhabi, as Chief Guest, Shri Anand Narsiman, Managing Editor, Special Project and Chief Anchor CNN 18, along with Srimati Praveena Bhimavarapu, Senior Vice President and Country Head Maximus India, joining us as guests of honor, where we showcase the hologram of graVITa's logo designed by students team headed by Harris. Various events happened across the campus, including the cryptic hunt, Elevate, SAE, air show, go-karting, social transformers, and the day ended with a glow ride, a cyclothon with illuminated cycles. Day 2 was quite long, where we had Career Expo, which showcased multi-domain startups in both tech and non-tech sectors, which provided a good networking opportunity for both job seekers and job providers. Capital Hunt, our flagship event initiated this year, provided a platform for student-led and registered startups to get connected with 6 investment firms and individual investors. Splendora LED Tron Dance, laser show on events of graVITa's by professionals, followed by LED Dance by Dance Club and Glowing Mime by Dramatics Club stole the show. Air Dominator, an aircraft flying event, and SAE Drone Racing League in the evening, and the day ended with magnanimous drone show by BotLab Dynamic, combined with narration scripted by Shreya, Ruhin, Aditya, Nehan, voiced by Yusuf and Tiana at the night, illuminated the sky with 175 drones, mesmerized us, which cannot be explained with words. Day 3 started with cook-off, a coding competition proceeding through Valedictory and will end with RoboWar and start party around the midnight. The technical and management events included 57 workshops, 51 hackathons, and 27 competitions, plus 75 infotainment events, with the overall footfall being over 42,000. We have 3,462 external participants registered and attended the event of this year's until this afternoon. Each of these events provided exciting cash prize with an overall prize pool of 30 lakhs, along with internships and job offers. graVITa's has always been an integral venture of university where we embrace students from all over India and abroad. I would like to acknowledge the zest and enthusiasm shown by our participants, with over 38,500 internal participants from 24 Indian states and territories and over 3,800 external attendees from IITs, triple ITs, NITs, and other institutes from 14 Indian states and union territories, namely Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Telangana, Puducherry, Goa, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, Haryana, Punjab, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, and Orissa. And 94 foreign students from Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bhutan, Uganda, Japan, Korea, Ethiopia, South Africa, Kenya, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Zambia, Angola, and Kyrgyzstan. We had 44 stalls, including sales, promotional, and food stalls, where the student team from School of Hotel and Tourism Management had their food stalls serving the dishes. To add to its legacy, our student technical team also showcased their exhibits in stalls coordinated by Professor Dinesh Raghavan and Sagar. Academic schools such as business, architecture, media arts, design, advanced sciences, social sciences and languages, agriculture, and engineering schools, namely electronics, electrical, computer science, information system, biosciences, civil, health science, showcase the research and student activities in their respective stalls. I represent 1,000+ members, including the faculty and student, who have actively contributed to this event success. Let me quickly introduce the teams. Pro events led by Dr. Jaykumar and Arenya. Premium events led by Dr. Uma, Dr. Jay Pandya-Rajan and Advika. Events led by Dr. Moganarupan, Dr. Gayatri, Dr. Sujata and Prajit. Sponsorship led by Dr. Govind and Pranav. Present media led by Dr. Joel and Sai Vignesh. Finance team led by Dr. Geeta and Rajat. Registration and reception led by Dr. Lindsay Vijay. Guest care led by Dr. Arun, Dr. Deepa and Meryl. Website and tech led by Dr. Archana, Pratik and Arabi. Documentation led by Dr. Nitish, Dr. Rashmi and Ayush. Purchase led by Dr. Jayakrishan and Jitul. Halls and refreshments led by Dr. Harish and Dharmesh. General Enquiry led by Dr. Zara and Abhiram. Transport and Logistics led by Dr. Tirumurthy and Jeffin. Stalls led by Dr. Abraham, Dr. Bakya, Malavika and Nanda. Merchandise sales led by Dr. Mugilan, Misal and Yashashvi. Publicity and marketing led by Dr. Shivam and Nitikta. International relations led by Dr. Raghuram, Dr. Karthik and Prasam. Design and printing led by Professor Deepika, Professor Gautaman, Praful and Lonia. Campus decoration led by Professor Jaydev, Ruban and Ishan. Outreach team led by Mrs. Gayatri and Navani. And outreach team, they are around the auditorium now. Adding to the event's pride, we have the jingle that was being played, was scripted by Hriday Dua and composed using the AI tools. graVITa's couldn't have taken place without the support of our sponsors, Oracle, and even sponsors Siemens, Analog Devices, and 30 others, either in cash or in kind. Our partnership with Startup TN will help us strengthen our startup ecosystem, and the partnership with CNN News 18 and Hello FM will help us to reach out to the whole world. Their support has been instrumental in making this Tech Fest a reality. Together, we have created a platform where ideas flourish and innovation thrives. I encourage each and every one of you to continue your journey in the world of technology. Stay curious, keep learning, and never stop innovating. The possibilities are limitless, and the future will have to sustain. So shape yourselves today. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for presenting the report and giving us an insightful overview of graVITa's 25. We have been graced here today with presence of distinguished dignitaries, and may I now humbly request our Honorable Vice President, Mr. Shankar Viswanathan, to honor our chief guest, Shri Sharath Kumar Bache Gowda, with a shawl, and Vice President, Dr. Shekhar Viswanathan, to present a memento as a token of our gratitude.
Thank you, sir. Now we'd like to invite Vice President Mr. Shankar Viswanathan to honor our respected guest of honor, Dr. Shashank Shah, with the shawl, and Vice President Dr. Shekhar Viswanathan to present a memento as a token of our appreciation and respect.
Now, I would like to call upon Dr. V.S. Kanchana Bhaskaran, Vice Chancellor VIT, to speak a few words on this occasion.
Good evening, all. I join the convener in welcoming our chief guest, Shri Sharath Kumar Bache Gowda, Honorable Member of Legislative Assembly, Hoskote, and the Chairman of Karnataka State Electronics Development Corporation Limited of the State of Karnataka. Our guest of honor, Dr. Shashank Shah, Director and Senior Specialist in NITI Aayog, Government of India. Respected Vice Presidents, Executive Director, Madam, Pro Vice Chancellor and Registrar, and all the conveners who are here, and the students who made this day possible, this event possible. Congratulations to you for having taken this event to such a large scale with your great ideation, innovation, coordination, and getting it executed so perfectly for all these events, inviting national, international students and researchers from all across, and with such a great, very nicely scheduled set of events. We all really appreciate you. Let your prowess go high, 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 high. And I know that you are always setting your bars high. Every year you conduct. You have surpassed this time also. The whatever be your achievements which you had last year, we wish you all the very best. Today we have great speakers as the chief guest and guest of honor. I am actually waiting along with you to listen to them. They are none other than the Electronics Corporate Development Corporation Limited of Karnataka, the state of the country, which had actually made its mark in the information technology and the electronics design. So we have a lot to hear from him. And Dr. Shashank Shah, the NITI Aayog, the National Institution for Transforming India, they actually plan, they give outlines, they give directions, they give the data of previous years, how the country is set to grow. All these inputs are going to be there from them. I am waiting eagerly. Having these two guests is the penultimate event of this show. This is really very appropriate to have them here. I welcome both of them, along with our convener and coordinators. Thank you all. Have a great evening. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for those insightful words. They truly gave us much to reflect on. I would like to call upon Dr. Sandhya Penta Reddy, Executive Director, VIT, to take the floor and grace us with her wisdom.
Good afternoon, everyone. What a crowd. So, looks like everybody has participated and organized something, and looks like all the organizers are participants in various events as well. So, it's delightful to see you all. I'm further delighted, deeply delighted, I should say, to share the dais with a special individual, Dr. Shashank Shah, whose infinite wisdom is shaping the country's higher education policy. We had the pleasure of spending the last 2 days with him. He was very observant, very keen. So he looked at our institution, our students, our faculty, and has given us fabulous advice that we will be acting upon. And I'm humbled and honored to be in the presence of the young, dynamic people's leader and technocrat, Mr. Sharath Gowda, sir. So I really don't have words to tell you about, how humble he is, and how, as he was touring the labs and talking to various people, I understood the depth of his technical expertise and knowledge. It's there to see the combination of that kind of technical expertise, drive, and people's leadership skills. He's a beloved people's leader in Karnataka, and I think, he's the one to watch. He really has places to go, and I think Karnataka is shaping up very nicely in his leadership, and I deeply believe that he will have a critical role to play in the leadership of our beloved country, India itself. graVITa's is actually designed to bring out the creativity in all the students and participants, and to make you think, to make you come up with ideas, and to give shape to those ideas, and to turn those ideas into products and services for the betterment of life itself. That is the objective of graVITa's. And I should say, graVITa's 25 kept that objective very well. We saw racing karts, we saw rockets, we saw Mars rovers, and many things designed to perfection, and a lot of competitions, and social entrepreneurship teams, participate in social transformers event. And we saw various startups come to the competition, Capital Hunt. And it's really thrilling. It has become a 3 days of not only knowledge carnival, but an innovation and startup carnival. So I feel graVITa's has grown a lot in the 16 years that we have witnessed it. And I think it has places to go under the kind of leadership that you all have displayed in the, not just 3 days, but over the past few months. So my deep thanks to the organizers, the sponsors, the press, and the guests, and the faculty members and the leadership team at VIT for guiding you all get to this wonderful place. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for motivating us with your guidance and encouragement.
Now I take the honor of inviting Dr. Shekhar Viswanathan, Vice President, VIT, to share words of inspiration.
Good evening, everyone. What an incredible 3 days it has been. As we come to the close of yet another remarkable edition of graVITa's, I stand before you with pride, gratitude, and above all, hope. Hope for a future that is sustainable, inclusive, and powered by ideas born in places just like this one. Let me begin by thanking our chief guest and guest of honor for being with us today. Now, just before coming to this meeting, our chief guest was explaining about risk-based architecture in the computer. I was thinking how many MLAs in this country can explain risk-based architecture. This is the kind of MLAs we want. This is the kind of ministers we want. This is the next generation, which is the most powerful generation. And I was bouncing some ideas with Dr. Shashank Shah. His brilliance was amazing. The kind of data he has in his fingertips, the kind of vision he has. This is what is going to drive India. We don't need any other country to endorse us. Now, I keep saying, as more Western nations put brakes on us, it's good. We are going to grow. If we are going to grow, imagine what happened when we tested in Pokhran under Vajpayee ji. We were all banned by the world. What was the effect? When NASA banned ISRO, what was the effect? ISRO grew. ISRO grew. This is the blessing in disguise. This is a blessing in disguise for India to become #1 in the world. It is going to happen. And it is going to happen because of you, people like you who are going to innovate. Now, when talking about innovation, I always think, why can't we create a Google in India? Why can't we create a Microsoft? Why can't we create an NVIDIA? Is it possible? I cannot hear you. Good. I'm sure somebody is here who is going to create such a company. We have some of the smartest brains in the world, right? Who's heading Google? Who's heading Microsoft? Who's heading Adobe? Name any of the best companies in the world. It's all Indian origin. So if we can bring such an environment in India, I'm sure we can do it. We can be the best country in the world for innovation. We can be the best country manufacturing everything. It is possible, and I'm sure festivals like graVITa's is going to make it happen. I'm so happy to see so many of you getting involved in organizing this wonderful festival, and I want to thank the convener, Dr. Sharmila, to please get up and get the appreciation from all the students. Congratulations. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable insights. I now invite Advika Nambiar, student organizer, to introduce the guest of honor, Dr. Shashank Shah.
Thank you, Ayush. Good evening, everyone. I'm Advika, one of the student organizers of graVITa's 2025, and it's truly an honor to stand before you today to introduce our distinguished guest of honor for this evening. We are privileged to welcome Dr. Shashank Shah, Director and Senior Specialist at NITI Aayog, Government of India. He's not only a renowned public policy expert, but also a global thought leader whose work has profoundly shaped the way institutions, industries, and communities engage with a vision of developed India. With over 2 decades of research and consulting experience, he has worked with leading corporates, policymakers, and academic institutions worldwide. A Harvard alumnus and a fellow at the University of Oxford, he has authored several acclaimed books and more than 200 research publications on governance, corporate strategy, and sustainable development. His contributions have earned him recognition among the top 200 most influential global thought leaders and the top 50 Asia-Pacific voices. What makes his presence at graVITa's especially meaningful is his unwavering commitment to empowering young minds and his belief that innovation and value-based leadership lie at the heart of India's growth story. For students like us, his journey is a reminder that true leadership is not only about vision, but also about the ability to inspire and transform society. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending a warm round of applause to our guest of honor, Dr. Shashank Shah. Sir, we are delighted to have you with us today, and I humbly request you to address the gathering.
A very good evening to all of you, respected dignitaries on the dais, and my young friends and future innovators of India. Let me begin by congratulating VIT, its founder, faculty, staff, researchers, and students in creating this outstanding ecosystem in a Tier 2 city of India. In the last 40 years, it has grown from 200 students to 60,000 students, which is a 300x growth in 4 decades, which is a phenomenal achievement and contribution to the field of higher education. So I wish to congratulate you, the founders and the ecosystem, for building an excellent institution serving India. In the last 24 hours, I have seen students from Patna, Ambala, Anand, Puducherry, Mumbai, and New Delhi all together working and trying to find solutions to the problems and challenges of India of today and tomorrow. This is the power of a mini India working together in an institution like VIT. And what is it that binds all of us together? I think what binds all of us together is our collective vision for a Viksit Bharat, a developed India by 2047, for which we will need the blessings of the 3 goddesses that we are venerating during this Navaratri festival. The goddess Durga, who symbolizes security and defense. This is what will be a developed economy in 2047. The goddess Lakshmi, who symbolizes finance economics. And this is what India needs to be a developed country in 2047. And Goddess Saraswati, who symbolizes education and research. And this is what India needs to be a developed country in 2047. It is these core competencies that will enable India to become a $30 trillion economy. What is the meaning of becoming a $30 trillion economy? It means that India will grow 7.5 times in the next 25 years. This means that what India will be in 2047, 75% of that India is yet to be made. Which means that you and I, all of us sitting in this room, have this once in many generations opportunity in creating the India of our dreams. That is the power that this generation has. And I think higher education and research will play a pivotal role in achieving this vision. We need to move to what I call higher education 2.0. In the last 75 years, we have achieved great success in ensuring access to higher education. Nearly 4.5 crore students are studying in our universities. And we have a gender parity index of 1.01, which means there are more girls than boys in the higher education system of India, which is a phenomenal contribution of our collective effort. Our system is inclusive. But the higher education 2.0 that I'm talking about will need to focus on two vital pillars. The first pillar is research. We need to transition our universities from being teaching institutions to becoming centers of research that create cutting-edge knowledge in frontier areas. A recent report by London Economics conveyed that the economic impact of the University of Cambridge is 30 billion pounds. And 80% of this is from the research and knowledge activities of the University of Cambridge. That is the power of universities to contribute to any economy. For every £1 of research income for the University of Cambridge, it contributes 12.6 pounds to the economy of UK. This is the role universities in India will have to play in order to contribute to the vision of Viksit Bharat. In the next 25 years, investment in research will increase from 0.7% of GDP to 3.5% of GDP, which means a 5x increase in investment in research. But India itself is going to grow 8 times. This means that 3.5% of an 8 times larger India, which is a 40 times increase in investment in research. Our universities, students, staff, researchers need to be equipped to absorb the kind of funding that is going to be made available both by the public and private sector in order to contribute phenomenally. I'd like to draw your attention to the fact that the scale that VIT enjoys can be leveraged in a very, very big way. Research shows that an average individual gets 70,000 thoughts a day. With 50,000 individuals in this campus, you are having 35 crore collective thoughts every single day. If 1% of these thoughts are ideas, you are having 35 lakh ideas emanating from this single university every single day. How can we create research pathways so that the best minds consider research as a career and contribute to quantum changes in the economy of India in the next 25 years? The second pillar of higher education 2.0 is innovation and entrepreneurship. In the last 8 odd years, we have seen India's startup ecosystem grow about 600 startups to 160,000 startups. We are the 3rd largest startup ecosystem in the world with 100 plus unicorns. It's the tribute to the entrepreneurial spirit of India. And I'd like to place another fact file before you in an article that I had co-authored with the Mission Director of Atal Innovation Mission. Currently, 2% of students who graduate from our best of our universities opt for entrepreneurship and startups. If this number were increased just to 5%, 5% of students graduates of our university opt for startups. And as the statistics go, if 90% of them fail, the remaining will be able to create 55 lakh jobs in a single year. This is the job creation potential of startups. Today, US has about 16% of its students opting for entrepreneurship on graduation. UK is about 5%. So the countries that we hold as benchmarks have been able to achieve, and if we achieve this, it's going to play a phenomenal role in enabling our higher education system get out of the campus placement mindset and make our students from job seekers to job creators. And in this context, I would say that graVITa's is a fantastic platform, a fertile platform to bring nearly 40,000 students from 16 states and about 20 countries together and ideate on the power of higher education, research, innovation, and entrepreneurship, and address some of the pressing challenges that our country is facing and how those can become career priorities for young minds like you to pursue over the next couple of decades. I wish to compliment VIT for creating this platform and consistently nurturing it year by year and bring it to a scale that is truly impressive. I'd like to conclude by giving my young friends some professional and personal ideas which you would like to pursue as you build phenomenal careers for yourself. There will be 3 areas professionally that I would encourage you to look at. Over the next 25 years, 100 crore Indians will get into the middle class, and 60% of them will be transitioning into urban areas. To power a large demography, energy, and green transition are going to be very, very impactful areas. This is one area where you would want to channelize your ideas such that we can become a developed country through the green paradigm. Second, 50% of our health challenges are now coming from NCDs, the non-communicable diseases. And by 2047, 20% of our demography will be senior citizens, which means that about 80 crore of our citizens in 2047 will have NCD challenges or probably more, and 30 crore of our citizens will be senior citizens. It is important that our ideas and innovation are directed to this space so that we not only succeed materially, but also lead healthy and satisfying lives. The third area which all of you all are extremely passionate about, frontier technologies, AI, machine learning, IoT, and so much more that's coming into the market every single day. Let technology be for us. Let us not be for technologies, and hence our approach to frontier technologies should be of human-centric frontier technologies, so that these are used for enabling not only the 1.6 billion Indians, but the nearly 8.5 billion people in this world to lead more meaningful, sustainable, and inclusive lives. I'll end with 3 personal ideas for you as to how you can make your careers more fruitful. After a point in time, market and remuneration does not inspire us. What inspires us is a purpose to bring about a change, to make a difference in the lives of people we see around us, in our sector, our profession, our institution, the society, and the nation. So my suggestion, my advice, my recommendation to you would be, let purpose drive you, let passion fuel you, let creating impact at scale inspire you. Second, I think the last century has been driven by the zero-sum game approach, where it is always either or, either profits or social welfare, either customer delight or employee well-being. We need to get out of this either or mindset and move towards inclusive decision making, where we remove or and move towards and. We will have a fantastic economy and grow the ecological way. We will ensure that our companies make profits and that the employee well-being is taken care of. Please replace the or with and in the decisions that you take as you become leaders in the years ahead. And lastly, I think we need to keep this in mind of the 6 M's of management: money, methods, materials, machines, and minutes. It is the 6th M, men or human beings, that is the most important, because it is they that give value to all the other 5 M's. The human beings are more valuable than all the wealth of the world. So I think in the 21st century, as you take leadership positions in your companies and in the professions and societies, you should usher in an era of human centricity. Because the people you work with as teammates, as your reportees, as your bosses, as the customers, as the supply chain, as the society, are individuals with heads, hearts, and hands. And I think that the thing that you should keep in mind while taking your decisions. So equip yourselves not only with IQ, which is the intelligence quotient, but also with EQ, which is the emotional quotient, so that you are able to handle the VUCA world with resilience, persistence, patience, and perseverance. And also empower yourself with SQ, which is social and spiritual quotient, so that you are able to be empathetic towards the society, towards the community, towards the country and the world at large. And as you go ahead, while IQ can be hired for a price, it is your EQ and your SQ that will distinguish you. So work towards building holistic personalities and make a great change in the professions that you lead. I once again wish VIT success for its endeavors in contributing to the field of higher education, in building this phenomenal ecosystem, in contributing to the economy of this region, and I wish you all the very best in giving your very best to our country in building a Viksit Bharat 2047. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Yes, sir. graVITa's 25 embodied the spirit of a collective action, charting a course towards a Viksit Bharat. Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring words. I now request Sai Vignesh, student organizer, to come forward and announce the winners of the hackathon.
Thank you, Naitikta. A very good evening to our esteemed dignitaries, faculty members, participants, and team graVITa's 25. I am Sai Vignesh, one of the student organizers for graVITa's 25, and it is my absolute honor to be here this wonderful evening. Over the last few days, we have witnessed an incredible confluence of talent, dedication, and innovation. We have seen sleepless nights turning into groundbreaking projects, complex problems solved with sheer intellect, and the competitive spirit soared to new heights. I am happy to announce the winners for the Hack Battle event, a competition that showcased advanced coding and problem-solving abilities. The total prize pool allocated for this event was 60,000 rupees. I request the dignitaries to do the honors. The best prizes prize of 4,600 rupees is awarded to Mas Shikhar Pandey and team.
Guys, I request all the prize winner to line up here so that you can make it, not all, the
Second prize.
only for the hack battle. The winners of hack battle, please line up here.
The second prize of 18,500 rupees is awarded to Lakshya Gupta and team. And finally, the first prize for Hack Battle with a prize money of 27,700 rupees is conferred upon Gupta Arnab and team. Thank you all.
Thank you, Sai Vignesh, for announcing the winners. To introduce the chief guest, Shri Sharath Kumar Bache Gowda, I invite Yashashvi Agarwal, student organizer, to take the stage.
Thank you, Ayush. Good evening and a very warm welcome to everyone. This week, we have witnessed the height of competitive spirit and technological genius. Now, as we celebrate this milestone, we look to leaders who not only understand technology, but who are actively shaping the course of India's digital future. Our chief guest, Shri Sharath Kumar Bache Gowda, is a powerful and visionary leader. His journey began in engineering, much like many of us. He earned his bachelor's degree and then gained a global perspective with a master's degree from the world-renowned University of Michigan, Ann Arbor, USA. He stands as a true example of a technocrat dedicated to public services. His most central role is as the chairman of the Karnataka State Electronic Development Corporation Limited. This corporation is on the front line of fostering the electronics and IT ecosystem in Karnataka, the very heart of India's innovation. In this position, Shri Gowda is not simply overseeing projects, he is driving transformative change. He is known for fast-tracking vital IT infrastructure and creating ready-to-use business centers, extending growth opportunities to emerging tech hubs. He has also taken his vision globally, leading delegations to the US and successfully bringing in potential investments of over 5,500 crore rupees, successfully targeted for research, development, and job creation. His career is a magnificent fusion of political dedication and technical insight. He is also the honorable member of the Legislative Assembly for the Hoskote constituency, proving that high-level public service and technical leadership can be combined to uplift communities. He is easily approachable by the public to solve their problems. He is constantly working on developing the infrastructure, facilities, and employment opportunities in his constituency. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with deep respect and great pride that I now invite our esteemed chief guest, Shri Sharath Kumar Bache Gowda, a dynamic leader and technocrat, to address the gathering. Please, sir.
Thank you so much for that warm welcome, and a good evening to all of our friends who gathered over here, honorable dignitaries on the dais. So I just want to start off by saying, basically in Karnataka, where I'm from, there is a colloquial regional saying, never be the first person to go to a house which is mourning, and never be the last person to go to a house where there's a non-veg program. I think to that list of things I can add, never be the last one to make a speech after people like this have spoken as well. Because literally everything that's there to be said, has already been said very eloquently, leaving very little else to be mentioned. First of all, let me just say what a pleasure it has been to come and visit the VIT campus over here. Shekhar sir and Sandhya madam have been very close and near and dear friends, and just a bit of the association as to why an MLA from Karnataka is speaking in an event in VIT over here is basically that, as we know, VIT, though it started off in Vellore, has now grown and spread its wings, established its centers in different states of the country itself, and now has moved on and has set up centers across the world, which is something of real pride for everyone over here, and particularly for me and the state of Karnataka. I must say it is a true pleasure that VIT is making its home in Karnataka, in Bangalore, in my constituency of Hoskote, in a 100-acre facility that is truly something which is a moment of great pride for us, because what I've seen over here, what we've seen with respect to the talent present, the infrastructure, the kind of setup which is available over here, I must say to the Honorable Chairman, even in his absence, what Shri Viswanathan sir has done over here is truly a global level facility in an emerging city, and kudos and put your hands together for the great man and his vision. I truly, I'm not here to flatter anybody, but I'm at a loss for words when I see that in a very short span of 4 decades, 4 decades can be a very long time, 4 decades can be a very short time. But if you look at it in terms of academics, 4 decades is a very short time, and what's been achieved in 4 decades is absolutely astounding to the vision of the man. So congratulations, sir, and we are truly, truly proud that in the coming days, VIT will be present in Bangalore, VIT will be present in Karnataka, and VIT will be present in my constituency of Hoskote, and I assure you that everything which I can do to enable a journey of success like what you had over here, I will be with you in every step of the journey. Friends, I think Shashank sir has spoken very eloquently about the directions and the journey in which the country can go forward. To that, I would just like to add maybe one saying or one quote, which a very proud son of Tamil Nadu, a proud son of this country, Shri APJ Abdul Kalam sir said, the best way to direct which way the future goes in is to be the person who creates the future. So the best way to be prepared for the future is to create the future. And what I see over here in graVITa's, what I see with respect to what is being done with the stalls, the innovation, I can definitely say the future makers of this country are present at the graVITa's event, setting in this very auditorium, and a really, really amazing set of individuals over here who've done work what we saw. It could be in space tech, it could be in automotive, it could be in health tech, it could be in med tech. All of these things are great work which you're doing over here. With respect to the event itself, I was particularly pleased when I saw that sustainability was a theme of this event. We are living at a very exciting times. We are living at times where we are seeing possibly the biggest divide in this country. 10% of this country's population holds 75% of all its wealth and assets. There is a great disparity in the way wealth is held, in the way opportunities are encashed. That is something which we've all got to make sure that democratization is not just for politics. Democratization should be for education. Democratization should be for employment. Democratization should be investment. So we need to make sure that through this push for sustainability, we make sure that equal opportunities are available to everybody, and that we move away from an oligarchy or a monopoly into a system, into a setup where everyone has an equal and level playing field. So I think sustainability in terms of our social setup is very important. And I think in the coming days, technology will play a very important role in making sure that this kind of level playing field is available to everybody. Going further, as I think Mr. Shah was mentioning, India as a country relies about 50% of its power through conventional energy sources like coal and gas and oil. Just a small statistic to throw out over there, I think one of the research papers showed that 1.6 million people have a preterm death on account of the poor quality of air which we have in this country. All of our largest cities, it could be Delhi, it could be Mumbai, it could be Bangalore, it could be Chennai. The quality of air is so poor, it costs 16 lakh people every year. A big impact can be made by working in these kind of areas where we can bring about a change in people's life on a day-to-day basis. If you look at energy, one thing which I think we can very proudly say is that my own state of Karnataka, about a week ago, 80% of the energy which was generated and consumed in the state of Karnataka about a week ago was from renewable energy sources. And I think this push is something which should be made very aggressively. I do know that Tamil Nadu as well stands on the forefront of a push for renewable energies in terms of its energy portfolio mixture. So I think this is something which can play a more and more pivotal and important role. And when it comes to renewable energy, we all know the challenges of renewable energy. Generating is one thing, storing it and deploying it is something else. So I think the challenge which we'll have in the future and the opportunities which we have in the future is to use renewables as a source and make it into a 24-hour, round-the-clock available source of energy. So I think, as Mr. Shah was saying, energy is an area where we can really make a big impact in how we can make India a country which is prepared for the next generation. Also, an interesting number which I heard, I think, was the number of graduates, men to women in India is 1.01 to 1, which means more women are coming out as graduates than men. But the other disturbing or slightly troubling statistic is the participation of women in the labor force is hardly 25%. So there is a big gap that is to be made out. We see graduates who are women who are coming out of universities, but them going into the workforce, the numbers are smaller. States like Tamil Nadu do stand at the front. I think Tamil Nadu has got a higher percentage of women participation in the workforce, something like 37%, on account of various government policies and academic institutions like this having set up from an early stage. So I think there is a lot of work which we can do to bring gender parity, gender equality, a gender neutral workspaces. I think there is immense potential in terms of sustainability and in terms of value addition which can be created if we can look at these sources and bringing more women into the workforce. With all these kinds of things, one of the most important things which we need are fertile places, fertile ecosystems where bright minds can work together. And in that, what I have seen in a very short span, I think in about a 3.5, 4 hour short span, is that if you have the whole of India, I think VIT's campus here in Vellore serves as a melting pot for the whole of India, with students from across the different states of the country and students from across the world coming and participating here. So it is really a fertile ground for innovation, for ideas, and for good things to grow out of it. So really glad that all this is happening over here at VIT. And I would like to once again wish you all the best for your future. And with respect to whatever program which is being done in Karnataka, we are here with you every step of the way. Thank you so much. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for emphasizing the importance of sustainability with such depth, guided by a vision of creating opportunities for all. On behalf of our entire graVITa's team, we wholeheartedly thank you for joining us today. Let us now continue with the announcement of winners. May I once again invite Sai Vignesh, student organizer, to come forward and announce.
Thank you, Naitikta. A very good evening to our esteemed dignitaries, faculty members, participants, and Team graVITa's 25. I am happy to announce the winners for the Social Transformers event. This event highlighted innovative startup proposals with significant social impact. The prize pool for this category was 2 lakh rupees. And now I request the winner to join us on stage. The winners are as follows. The third prize of 10,000 rupees and ECC support worth 20,000 rupees is awarded to Nikhil Gaur. The second prize of 20,000 rupees and an Oracle Learning Program coupon worth 20,000 rupees is presented to Yogesh from Global Institute of Engineering and Technology. The first prize of 30,000 rupees and EDC support worth 50,000 rupees for the most promising startup concept is awarded to Ketan Chauhan. Now, we are going to announce the winners of Cryptic Hunt 4.0. This event tested the analytical and deductive skills of its participants. The prize pool for this competition was 48,900 rupees. I request all the winners to join us on the stage. The Best Freshers Award of 3,800 rupees goes to Bhavamik Singh Rajput and team. The third prize of 7,500 rupees is presented to Gaurav Kansal and team. The second prize of 15,000 rupees is awarded to Atharv Verma and team. The first prize of 22,600 rupees is awarded to Archit Sisodia and team. On behalf of the organizing team of graVITa's 25, I congratulate all the winners and winning teams. Thank you all.
Thank you, Sai Vignesh, for announcing the winners. As we draw this memorable evening to a close, it is time to extend our heartfelt gratitude to everyone who made graVITa's 2025 a grand success.
I now take the privilege of inviting Rania to share the words of gratitude on behalf of the organizing team.
Thank you, Naitikta. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ronia Grace Rijo, one of the student organizers of graVITa's 25. As the curtains draw on graVITa's 25, it is my distinct honor to deliver the vote of thanks for what has truly been a spectacular celebration of technology, management, and innovation. Our sincere gratitude goes out to our distinguished chief guest, Shri Sharath Kumar Bache Gowda. Sir, your inspiring address has given our young innovators a clear vision of the future landscape of technology and governance. Thank you for sharing your valuable time with us. We are profoundly grateful to our Chancellor, Dr. G. Viswanathan, for his continuous support and inspiration. We are equally privileged to have with us our guest of honor, Dr. Shashank Shah. Thank you, sir, for your motivating and thoughtful words. We also thank our esteemed Vice Presidents, Mr. Shankar Viswanathan, Dr. Shekhar Viswanathan, and Dr. G.V. Selvam. A special note of thanks to our co-patrons, Dr. Sandhya Pentareddy, Executive Director, and Mrs. Kadambari S. Viswanathan, Assistant Vice President, for their constant encouragement. We are grateful for the administrative leadership provided by Dr. V.S. Kanchana Bhaskaran, Vice Chancellor, Dr. Partha Sarathi Malik, Pro Vice Chancellor, and Dr. Jayabharati S., Registrar, for ensuring the smooth execution of this mega event. graVITa's 25 would not have been the monumental success it is without the unwavering support of our corporate and media partners. We extend our heartfelt thanks to our sponsors, Oracle, Siemens, Analog Devices, and 25 other event sponsors for their generous support, which has been instrumental in executing this fest on a grand scale. We are also grateful to our news partners, CNN News 18, and our radio partner, Hello FM, for ensuring that the spirit of graVITa's reached far and wide. A special thanks to Startup TN for being a startup ecosystem partner, encouraging the entrepreneurial fire within our students. We are grateful to all deans, directors, section heads, and professors for their constant encouragement. A special note of thanks to the Office of Students' Welfare, Career Development Cell, Office of Alumni Affairs, Events Management Team, Outreach and PR Office, Center for Technical Support, Software Development Cell, VIT Community Radio, Finance Office, Purchase Office, Stores, Transport Team, VIT Guest House, Men's and Ladies Hostels, Security Office, Estates, and Maintenance Teams. Your dedication behind the scenes has been crucial in the seamless execution of this event. I would like to extend a tremendous thank you to the faculty members who steered this ship. Our deepest gratitude goes to the convener, Dr. Sharmila N., for her tireless leadership and dedication. Thank you as well to our dedicated co-conveners, Professor Tapano Kumar Hota, Professor Mahfiz Riaz, Professor Belvin Edward, and Professor T. Pradeep. Your collective efforts and commitment have made graVITA's 25 a benchmark event. Finally, to the true heroes of graVITA's 25, the Student Organizing Committee. You have worked around the clock with remarkable passion, discipline, and energy. You are the engine that drives this fest. And we commend your exceptional dedication and execution. And last, but certainly not the least, to all the participants, students from across and beyond the country, thank you for bringing your ideas, your competitive spirit, and your hunger for learning to VIT. You are the reason we host this fest, and we hope you take back not just prizes, but invaluable experiences and friendship. Thank you all once again. We look forward to welcoming you back for graVITA's 2026.
I would like to thank the point of contact of all the events for organizing 207 events.
With that, we bring this valedictory ceremony to a close. We request everyone to kindly rise and join us for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 जय